Hi friends, Sunshine Squirrel here. Welcome to my channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking all about the different annual passes that are available to you at Walt Disney World. And I'm going to start off talking about kind of the highest, meaning price point, and then we're going to go to the lowest, so you guys can kind of get an idea of which annual pass may be right for you and for your family. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first annual pass that you can obtain is known as a Disney Premier Passport. So this annual pass has no blockout dates, and it allows you to have admission into Walt Disney World in Florida and Disneyland and California Adventure in California. The kind of pluses with this passport, if you have it, as Disney likes to call it, is that at Disney World you get 20% off of dining, merchandise, and then 15% off of sports, recreation, and spas. In Disneyland, you get 15% off of select restaurants and 20% off of merchandise. And you can take this passport home for a pretty high price of $2,000. So I would recommend this annual pass if you were the type of person that likes to visit Disney on both coasts. But if you're mainly just going to Walt Disney World and you're just maybe planning on going to Disneyland maybe once in a while, I would maybe just purchase your Disneyland ticket separate. Alright, so the next pass that we're going to talk about is Disney Platinum Plus. Now this pass allows you to get into all 4 of the Walt Disney World main resorts, the 2 water parks, the ESPN Zone, and the Oak Trail Golf Course. There's no blockout dates, and you also get 20% off of select dining and merchandise, and it also includes Disney Photo Pass as well as your parking. This pass is around $1,200, and then the pass that's right below that is Disney's Platinum, and that pass basically excludes the 2 water parks, the ESPN Zone, and the golf course, but you still get the 20% off of select dining and merchandise and the free parking, and that pass is around $1,100. And then there's also an annual pass that just is for the water park. So if you and your family just really like visiting Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach, you could have a annual pass to those 2 water parks for $140. So what I will mention with Disney Platinum Plus and for Disney Platinum Pass is that you do receive a discount on those tickets if you are a DVC member. So if you're a Disney Vacation Club member, you can have the DVC Platinum Plus pass for $1,000, and you can receive the Disney Platinum Pass for $900. Now the next annual pass is Disney's Gold Pass, and this annual pass is exclusively only to Florida residents and Disney Vacation Club members. It includes admission to all 4 of the main theme parks, as well as Disney Photo Pass and 20% off of select dining and merchandise and standard parking. And the annual price for this pass is $700. The difference between the Gold Pass and the 2 Platinum Passes is that the Gold Pass does have some blockout dates. And blockout dates are basically certain dates on the calendar where if you have a certain pass, you are not allowed to enter the theme parks. Now, if you are a Gold Pass member, your blockout dates are going to be the 2nd and 3rd week of April, and then it's going to be Christmas week in December. So it starts around December 18th and it ends on January 2nd. Now the next passes that we're going to talk about are for Florida residents only. So if you are a Florida resident, Disney does offer you some exclusive annual passes. So there's the Disney Silver Pass, the Theme Park Select Pass, as well as the Weekday Select and Epcot After 4. So the Disney Silver Pass can be yours for $35 a month after Disney receives a down payment on the pass. And the blockout dates for Silver are going to be, just like with the Gold, the 2nd and 3rd week in April, as well as Christmas week in December, but it's also going to include the month of June, July, and the 1st week of August. So it's kind of peak season. Now, the Theme Park Select Pass is a little different than all the other passes we've covered so far. So it basically allows you to have admission to the park for around 325 days out of the year to at least one theme park. But it ends up actually being more days yearly compared to the Silver Pass. And you can have this pass for a month for a down payment and then a monthly payment of $28. And it does include admission during certain times of the year to select parks. And from time to time, the blockout dates are actually lifted on this pass. So for example, if you have the Theme Park Select for Magic Kingdom, you are basically blocked out the weekends in February and March, the first and second week in April, as well as all of the weekends in May, September, October, August, November, December, and January. You're also blocked out of June and July, and you're also blocked out during Thanksgiving week in November. And then for Epcot, it gets a little different, so hang with me, guys. It's the third week in February, but just 4 days in the third week of February that you're blocked out for Epcot. And then it's a couple of days in April, as well as a couple of days in August, the weekend in September, October, and as well as a couple days in November and the week after Christmas in December, as well as a few days in January. So it's a little bit different than Magic Kingdom. Now this pass actually, I think, has the worst blockout dates for Disney's Hollywood Studios. So if you have the Theme Park Select for Disney's Hollywood Studios, you're only allowed to go in to Hollywood Studios for about 8 days in February, March, and April. You're allowed to go in about 32 days in May. You're completely blocked out June, July, only 5 days in August, around 17 days in September, a little bit around 17, 18 in October, and then 12 in November, 12 in December, and then you're allowed to go in January around 20. So it's a kind of an odd blockout time for Hollywood Studios. And then finally, for Disney's Animal Kingdom with this pass, you are blocked out the second and third week in April, the weekends of June, July, and the first weekend in August. And then you're blocked out Christmas week and the weekend after in December. Now the next pass we're going to talk about is Weekday Select, and as the name implies, this pass has some blockout dates, and the blockout dates are pretty much every single weekend of every month. In addition to that, you're also blocked out the whole month of June and July, and then you're blocked out the first week in August, and then when it comes to Christmas week, you're blocked out Christmas week and the weekend following it. And then the last pass is Epcot After 4, and once again, as the name implies with this pass, you are allowed into Epcot after 4 p.m. The great thing about this pass is that there are no blockout dates, so it's just time limited that you're only allowed in the park after 4. So overall, guys, when it comes to picking the annual pass that is the right choice for you and for your family, there's a couple of things to consider. So first, you need to consider if you are a Florida resident or if you're an out-of-state resident. If you're a Florida resident, there are many options for you to choose from. If you're an out-of-state resident, you're kind of limited for what you can choose from. You can only basically choose either the Platinum Plus or the Platinum. If you are a DVC or Disney Vacation Club member, you also have the addition of the Gold Pass, which does include blockout dates. And while we're on the subject of blockout dates, what I will say with this is that it's really important when you're looking up these passes and making that final decision to make sure that the pass that you're choosing does not have blockout dates when you and your family want to attend the parks. So for example, if you want to be at Disney during Christmas time, or if you want to be able to go to Disney on the weekends, the weekday select pass would not be the pass for you. So as always, refer to the Disney website for making sure that the blockout dates don't conflict with what you and your family like to do. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. I want to hear from you guys though. Let me know in the comments below which annual pass works best for you and for your family and why. If you have any questions, also let me know below. And I will see you guys next time. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!